Good morning students. Welcome to Narayana live classes. Today I am going to discuss about the key of 23rd chemistry assignment of class 10th, and the topic is metals and non-metals. Here we have 12 questions are there. Let us discuss one by one. The first question is, the seawater contains some soluble salts. What are the soluble salts we are identified in seawater? And the answer for the first question is, seawater contains some soluble salts. They are sodium chloride. That is NaCl, and magnesium chloride. MgCl2. And these are some suitable examples for seawater which contains some soluble salts like sodium chloride as well as magnesium chloride. And move on to the second question. The dash is the major source of metals, and where we have to obtain that most of the metals, the major source of metals are which is obtained from the earth crust. The earth crust is the major source of metals. The earth crust is the major source of metals. Most of the metals which is extracted from the earth crust only. And this is the answer for the second question. The major source of earth crust, that means the major source of metals which comes from the earth crust. And move on to the third one. The elements or compounds. Elements or compounds which occur naturally in the earth crust are known as. Actually, this is the simple definition for minerals. That means the elements or compounds which occurs naturally in the earth crust are known as. We are called as minerals. A simple word we have to pronounce as the minerals. Minerals are nothing but the elements or compounds which occurs naturally in the earth crust are known as minerals. The elements which are extracted from that will be naturally occurring from the earth crust are known as, those are elements or compounds. That elements or compounds which occur naturally in the earth crust are known as minerals. And move on to the fourth one. The metal that can profitably extracted from the minerals which contain a very high percentage of that particular metal, these minerals are called as ore. Actually, this is the origin of that all the metals, ores. And ore is nothing but the metal can profitably extracted from the minerals which contain a very high percentage of that particular metal. These minerals are called as ore. Ore is the major source. That will be availed the minerals. That means metals which can profitably extracted from the minerals which contains a very high percentage of that particular metal. These minerals are called as ores. And move on to the fifth one. The metals at the dash of the reactivity series often found in a free state. You know that in reactivity series, and we have to arrange the metals in the decreasing order of the reactivity or reactivity. That is reactivity series. In the reactivity series, the metals at the bottom of the reactivity series, bottom of the activity series, often found in free state. And here the answer for the fifth question is bottom of the reactivity series. Once again, the metals at the dash of the reactivity series are often found in free state. The metals which are available in a free state, that will be available as least reactivity series, which is placed at the bottom of the reactivity series. The bottom of the reactivity series, those metals which are often found in free state. And that is bottom of the reactivity series, that is nothing but least reactivity metals. The metals which are available at the bottom of the reactivity series, those are having the least reactivity series. Those are available in free state. And move on to the sixth question. An example for the metals which found in free state, that means the least reactive metals. Here it is, the least reactive metals are gold, silver and platinum. These are the metals which are available in the free state, which is nothing but which are available in the low reactivity series. Those are least reactive metals which are available in the free state. The suitable examples are gold, silver and platinum. And move on to the seventh one. The metals at the top of the reactivity series are, and give some examples, the metals which are available at the top of the reactivity series, that means most reactive metals, and sodium, potassium, these are the top, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium. And these are the metals which are at the top of the reactivity series. You know that in reactivity series, and metals which are arranged in the decreasing order of the reactivity, these metals which are placed at the top of the activity series or reactivity series. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium. These are the some examples metals at the top of the activity series. And move on to the next one. The metals in the middle of the activity series are, and give some examples of the metals which are placed at the middle of the activity series. The metals which are placed at the middle of the activity series, that is nothing but suitable examples are zinc, iron as well as lead and copper. And these are the metals which are placed at the middle of the activity series. Zinc, iron, lead as well as copper. And this is the answer for the 8th one. And move on to the 9th question. The metals at the bottom of the activity series are dash reactive. You know that the bottom of the reactivity series, those metals which are least reactive, and the reactivity is very low. Why? Because in the reactivity series, metals which are arranged from the top to bottom in a decreasing order of their activity, and obviously you know that the metals which are placed at the bottom of the activity series is dash reactive, that is least reactive. That means from the top to bottom reactivity decreases. The bottom of the reactivity series, the activity series are the least reactive. And the answer for the 9th question is the least reactive. Once again, the metals at the bottom of the activity series are the dash reactive. That is nothing but least reactive metals which are placed at the bottom of the activity series. And move on to the 10th one. Ore mined. Actually, ore is extracted. Ore mined from the earth are usually contaminated with a large amount of impurities such as soil, sand, etc. are called. Actually, ore is which is associated with some impurities. We have to extract the minerals from the ore, and the ore which is attached to some mineral, that means impurities such as soil as well as the sand, etc. Those minerals, those impurities were called as the impurities which is represented as gangue. The impurities we have to pronounce as gangue. Gangue is nothing but those are the impurities such as soil and sand which is associated with the ore. Then ore mined from the earth are usually contaminated with a large amount of impurities such as soil as well as the sand, etc. are called dash. Those are gangue. The gangue particles are nothing but impurities which are associated with the ore in the form of sand as well as the soil. And move on to the 11th one. The metals at the top of the activity, and you know that the metals which are arranged in the from top to bottom in a decreasing order of their activity, the metals at the top of the activity series are so reactive, then they are never found in the nature as dash. Actually, because of high reactivity and those metals which are not available in the free state, okay, are free elements, which are not available in free state. The metals at the top of the reactivity series are so reactive then that they are not found in free elements or free state. Okay, this is the answer for the 11th question. Because of high reactivity which is not available in free elements. And move on to the next one. The metals in the middle of the activity are moderately reactive, and the metals which is at the top, that is a high reactive. The metals at the bottom is least reactive. The metals at the middle of the reactivity series are moderate to reactive. They are found in the earth crust mainly as, and in the medium reactive, that means actually at the middle of the reactivity series, that is moderately reactive. They are found in the earth crust in the form of oxides, sulfides and carbonates. And the moderately reactive metals, which are the activity, that means the metals which are at the middle of the activity series are moderately active. They are found in the earth crust mainly as oxides, sulfides or carbonates. Okay, and this is the answer for the 12th question. Thank you, children.